2, 3, buckle my shoe.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
That's all you get. Cheers. Welcome to PJ Knits. My name's Penny. I live in Central Illinois, and I'm a knitter, a blogger, and a YouTube podcaster.
I am Debbie, and I am
Priceless. Something.
Priceless 2429 on Instagram, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And Priceless on Ravelry.
On Ravelry. So, another episode with my friend Debbie come to podcast with me, and we had some good comments last time about people liking the two of us together, love seeing you gals together, those who know us and all that. So we had some great comments. Today is Wednesday, November 8th, and in Central Illinois it is, right now,
It's cloudy.
it's cloudy, 66 degrees, and all of a sudden there's like a 30, like you said yesterday, a 30% chance of rain today, but we were out on the front porch. It's beautiful out.
It really is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
And if I'm out with no coat, 3/4 sleeves,
Yeah.
it's got to be warm.
It's got to be warm. So we're having some warm days, some resurgence of warm days. We had a couple of sunny days, and in the next week to week and a half, it's supposed to be like 58, 60 every day. I watch on YouTube Ryan Hall, y'all, and he does like a long range plan. And when he talks about the weather, I go to him for storms because he has storm chasers and things like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But anyway, he said there's a period in the next couple of weeks where there's going to be like no rain for like 10 minutes over the United States. It's like,
That's it? 10 minutes?
yeah, but none that he can see, so it looks like clear in the United States. So all that to say, if you happen to be somebody that we know, it's November golfing season. Go out and take advantage of it. And we know a couple of people, actually. We know John, who does.
Hi, John.
And who gave me a wonderful gift that we'll talk about in a future episode.
So cute.
And then also Nikki, John's sister from Verlas and Frugal. She and her friend also golf and avid golfers. And so I know that they're out on the golf course if it's as nice as it is here. So I'm enjoying this, turning the heat back down and maybe open a few windows during the day. So
I could live in weather like this all year.
I could too. This is not bad. When you walk out, it's actually, and I'm warm today. I'm warm, but not as bad as I was. But
but no, this is nice weather.
Yeah.
It's what fall should be.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
So, what are you wearing? Let's start there.
I am wearing. Let me see, because I have to peek, because I haven't worn this in a while.
It's lovely.
Thank you. I am wearing Beaded K by Sarah Hatton. And I made it out of Rowan Finest Yarns. I made the small, and then I have
There you go.
Swarovski crystals on my sweater. So I have them on the sleeve. I have them on the side, and just on the sides.
It's gorgeous.
And then I have them around the neck.
All the way around the neck.
All the way around,
and,
yes.
And the yarn is Rowan Finest, right?
Yes.
You said? It is lush.
It is very nice. It's
What's the content?
Warm without being heavy.
Yeah. And it has a little bit of a halo type thing.
And the color is called Pure, which makes sense because it's cream.
And it's a fingering weight. Yeah.
It's 50 merino, 30 alpaca, and 20 cashmere.
Yes.
Goat cashmere.
Camelid, alpaca, and goat cashmere. And now
no wonder I like it.
And I remember now,
Cashmere.
right, when you bought that, and then
you were with me.
And then
as
when
usual.
we had our pictures taken in at Stitches Midwest, and they're in that circular where there was like a fire thing going.
Yes, I sat by the fireplace. This will probably just blow
no,
up.
there you go.
Yeah, I sat by the fireplace.
But it was super cool.
And this was done in 2016.
Right, but still, I don't want to say all these years later, but a few years later, still a good sweater.
It is
to wear.
It's perfect for this time of year.
Right,
it
exactly.
really is. I actually forgot I had it, and I keep it nice and folded, and I have it basically in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
because of the Swarovski crystals. I don't want anything happening
No, I
to
don't
it,
blame
and I
you.
don't want some grandkid grabbing
Grabbing
it.
it,
And,
yeah.
they don't go in there, but still.
So it's beautiful. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
Super cool. So, I am wearing Turtle Dove cardigan, and so it's out of the Lina magazine Autumn. That's so far all where you can get it. This is by Melissa Clulot from formerly of Espace Tricot.
But now
Sonder yarn.
Mhm.
Yes, and so here is a picture of what it looks like, and I did mine out of Cascade Cantata. I did the size 2, and this was interesting. I used 5 skeins of it. And
Oh my, that's not very much.
I still have 5 skeins, and
It's on like a size 10 needle.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah,
that's what cantata
yes,
is,
yeah.
right?
Let's see. Because I always put my journal before blocking, after blocking, on a size 8 needle.
Okay.
All of that. So I did a size 9. I have a little calculation swatch thing that I do that Cheryl Oberly, suggested years and years ago. So I went with a size 9 needle. And again, this was a size 2. The finished measurement 47.3 quarters.
Okay.
So, a little, when I blocked it, not as, it's probably right about on. I need to measure it, make sure that I got that. But so it's about 47. It has to be. For the hip wise. And I picked up extra stitches under the arm, which I always do. All of the information on this is in my Ravelry project page, and I'm pjknits 1 there.
Does that turtle dove, does it go down farther in the armhole?
I didn't
do you have extra space?
Yeah, here's my arm. Here's the pit.
So it does have extra,
Yes.
it goes down farther.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people need to know that, because doesn't the regular turtle dove also?
Yes, it does. It does. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to take you out.
No,
but
you're good.
and I pick up extra stitches underneath the arm just because there's always extra for me.
Right.
And I like to have that.
Right.
Now, cantata, the yarns that she suggests is, I believe, well, let's look, she says. You can do it out of a blown yarn, and that's what this one is.
You mean like drops air?
Yeah, like drops air.
Okay.
And the cantata yarn is a blown yarn as well.
Yes.
So it has
And
that
that's
white.
put out by Cascade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But initially.
But I like that this is.
Yeah.
It got some white
I
in it.
like
I don't know
this
that
stuff.
people can see it as
Right.
well, but I like the fact that there's some.
She suggests the originals were done out of Sunday 4-ply.
Okay.
No, Sunday morning 4-ply or Sunday morning 4-ply by Sonder Yarn. And then, so fingering weight. So fingering weight yarn.
How many though?
She used 4 skeins. Ultimate yarns. Let's see. What did she say?
Because 4 skeins.
Yeah. 4 skeins of halo.
Fingering weight.
Yes, fingering weight and a lace weight. So put a fingering weight and a mohair
Lace,
together.
yeah. Okay.
Or approximately, so many yards of fingering weight. And so then this is really an Aran weight yarn
Yes.
in itself. So,
Yes. Okay.
but so that, I really liked it. I like knitting with it. I still have 5 skeins left on it. This is going to
do with it.
We kind of talked about this pre-taping, as it would be.
Right.
And again, it's a bracelet sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have made the sleeves longer.
Sure.
But
I like the bracelet
I
sleeve.
do too. And quite frankly, when I got to this point, I was done. It's a lot of
Yes.
back and forth knitting, and I have several that are encompassing time. So I'm like, I'm glad to be done. And so I did go with the 3/4 sleeves.
Yeah. But you get to Sleeve Island. I think
Right.
everybody feels the same way. I'm
Right.
ready to go on to the next project.
Even though it was on a bigger needle, and it's all twisted rib again. So when you get here,
Oh, sure.
you've got some twisted rib. This is done while you're knitting it as well, so you have to pay attention to the 12 stitches there.
Yeah, but then you're done with it.
Right.
It's not like you have to go back over and pick those up. So
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
I loved that piece of it. So
yeah, I like that.
when I was all done, and I really do like it. She has you do a crochet in the neck here to kind of hold that together, so it's not real flippy floppy. So, and you know what, we were talking about that earlier, but I do kind of like how it just lays.
I like it down better.
Yeah.
I know she has it up in the picture.
Yeah.
But I personally like it down better.
I
but
do
maybe
too.
that's just me.
Well,
See, this young lady is
Yeah.
wearing it up.
Exactly. So I'm kind of like, I'm kind of liking it now that I'm not sweating in it like I was before. So.
Yes, you were.
Anyway.
She had to put her fan on. Thank you, Victoria.
Had to put my fan on. Yes. I did.
Yeah, show your little fan.
A little fan.
That was a gift from a friend of ours.
Yeah.
We're all getting them this year.
I'm celebrating my birthday on Friday. I wasn't going to mention that, but I'm just going to mention
I
that.
am.
And so anyway, we celebrated yesterday, so this is what I got. Now I'll tell you something about this fan. If you get close to your face, it hurts.
She did it twice. Once in her hair and once on her face before we even started taping. It's like, oh my God, she's going to kill herself.
If you do it in your hair, it shuts off.
That's nice to know, because then your hair's not getting wrapped around and I don't have to give you a haircut.
Yeah. And somebody who's always cold-blooded, I used it today, so thank you, Victoria. And it's going to go in my tote. It's compact. And no, I can't even tell you where she got it, so...
Nope, she bought everybody one.
Everybody's getting one. So.
Yeah.
So it will go in my little tote bag. But yes, that's been
It
quite...
almost looks like it glows in the dark.
Well, it looks like a couple of things. But we've had that conversation.
We had that conversation. We are not going there anymore,
okay,
but thank
we're
you.
not going to go there. So anyway. So this morning also, you're having chai tea.
Yes.
I'm having... This was another giftie that my friend Brenda gave me. Door County. Last year I got a Advent from her, and I bought an Advent this year of full pots. And so this one has, I think there's 12 in 12?
12 cup. Oh, yeah, no. 12 packages.
14,
yeah.
And there are 2 of each.
Yeah.
So this is Wisconsin Harvest Blend, which is hints of roasted chestnut and toasted praline. So I said I have got some really cool yarny like gifty presents, but I'm gonna, if depending on time, I'm just gonna save them for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you pointing at?
That basket over there has has the yarny related,
yes.
but I'm not gonna necessarily do it today. I may just save it for the next time. So anyway, that's what I'm drinking. That's what you're drinking.
Yes. Happy, happy, happy.
Okay. First or second or third up, we're going to do the giveaway from last time, which is a Queen Sandy bag.
Woohoo!
And
Thank you,
inside,
Sandy.
when you get it, there's a little stitch marker from our local yarn shop, the Fiber Universe.
I was going to say, yeah, you need to show it.
Oops. There we go. So that will be in the pocket. And then donated graciously by Debbie is the Drops Baby Merino Unicolor, which is, this is lush,
You
people.
will love it. And
let's see,
whoever gets
2,
it.
4, 6.
I think
There's
8.
8 of them, which is, and it's a super wash, 100% wool, but is not scratchy, itchy. And there's 191 yards, so just shy of 1,600 yards in it. And that's the Drops.
And it's great for adults. It's great for kids. It's great for babies. It's wonderful.
And you could throw a mohair with it too.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? So
exactly.
that is and super cool and really kind of sort of a Christmassy theme. So you definitely could put your Christmas projects in it if you wanted to.
I mean, it's.
But I say it's a winter scene.
Yeah, because it's got the llamas.
Yeah. So anyway, I did.
Did you pull it?
I pulled it. Yes, early this morning actually. Oh. And the winner is,
Go ahead.
Okay. The winner is Kathy Phillips. She commented here. Okay. She has been knitting a lot for others. And so she is ready to knit for herself. And she is looking at the anchor cardigan. that you did last time.
Oh, I love the anchor cardigan. This would be very good. But congratulations. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah. So Kathy Phillips, thank you for your lovely comment. Thank you for watching as well. And also, if you would email me, pjknitspodcast@gmail.com, your address, I will, in the next week or so, get it packaged up and down to the post office so that you can have it really super soon. So that's our winner for this time. So.
Yay! I do have a little sad story about the post office.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I have to go there today to drop some
well,
letters off. But anyway,
sad story.
finished objects. What do you have? This is my first one.
I have, that's not a finished object. I have my
Yay!
Cascade Aran pullover finished. And I love it. I put it on and I just love it. It was a little too hot to wear today.
And remind them the yarn.
It is Cascade Aran. That's all it is. It's Cascade Aran. And
where did you buy this yarn?
It was Wool.
Well, this is Wool and Company.
This
right.
is the skeins where there were a lot.
Yeah.
It was a free service.
To
I
have them
really
wound.
can't complain, but I feel like if you're winding for someone, and we're talking like 10 skeins, I feel that you need to stand there and watch it because I had to rewind some of these by hand several times.
Yeah.
So,
now, have we taken pictures of this yet?
no.
Okay,
I guess
we'll do that today.
Yeah.
We'll do that today.
Yep. My photographer, Penny, takes pictures. Yeah.
Most
But,
definitely.
so I'm thrilled. It fits good.
It's going to be great.
The sleeves are a little longer. It bloomed. The Aran weight, what did I use? I used a size 8 and 9 needle. And it was top down. So you do all your color work. Color work's easy peasy. But it really bloomed when it got wet. So my sleeves are a little longer than they should be, but that's okay.
But you're gonna wear that this winter, and you'll wear one of your turtlenecks or something underneath it. And,
Yes.
And when we're sitting by the windows, or whatever, I mean, it'll be nice, comfy, cozy. Yeah.
I need like one of these green color turtlenecks, and I need like a purple.
Yeah.
Everybody be on the lookout and let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I need to, do that. I have white. Always have white. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I am thrilled to death with that. That is a Cascade pattern, and I do believe it was free.
That's cool.
A free pattern. And so that is a finished object. Do I have... I have one. Now, you know what? Here's my thing. Okay, this is supposed to be a little baby sock. That's for a 6-month-old.
No.
I don't think so.
This is like
either.
Julia.
That is. I should
like
let you see
Julia.
if it's going to fit Julia.
Well, it's
that is. I couldn't believe it. That's why I didn't do the second sock.
No, that's
out of the
that's
60,
a 5-year-old.
That's a 60 quit knits, and
Put it
it
on
was.
one of your granddaughter. Your
Oh,
youngest
I'll put it on
granddaughter, or
Morgan.
Or Alex.
Yeah.
it
Morgan's
on.
more cooperative.
I
Alex
hear
is
you.
not as
I hear you.
cooperative with
I
that.
know my stories about that.
Yeah. The
stuff.
girls are more cooperative with that crap.
Sure.
But so that's why I didn't do the second
I wouldn't-
sock.
I
I
don't
was
blame you.
disappointed.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I mean, and I like to do them 2 at a time. So for me to do this,
Oh, I'm so proud
one,
of you.
aren't you proud? And I did it on. I did do No, I think I did on my Flexi Flip,
That's right.
which is close to double points. See, you should be extra proud.
Oh my gosh.
And
It's not snowing yet.
And the hell froze over. And it was top down.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, this is totally.
What is-
Debbie does toe up 2 at a time, end of sentence.
Where's Debbie went?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You can rub off
I'll
on me,
tell you.
can't you?
I'll tell you the funny story later about that. And
So this is I'll put it on Morgan.
Yeah.
But that is all the finished. I
Okay.
have one that is 6 rows shy. So we'll just call. I'm working on it.
Okay,
I
we'll do that
pulled it.
we'll do that as a whip.
You do it.
So-
Yeah.
So I have buckle in, girls and boys. I have several that I'm going to share with you. I have I was on a finishing binge recently, and partially because one of my goals for 2023 was that I wanted to have at the end of 2023 as much as possible in my knitting journal. I wanted to have no tabbies, and the tabbies signify up here finished things that I'm working on, whips, and these are finished objects, and I pull them off as we talk about them, that type of thing. Okay. So my goal was to have fewer of these this year. So I'm like making myself work on some of those things, and that's what I did in the last couple of weeks since last we were together. So first up,
here, you want me to hold?
This is Friend to Friend by Leslie Friend. I knit two of them. I knit one for me, and then I knit one for my daughter-in-law Erin and gave it to her. My first one was out of a alpaca yarn, and I didn't make a whole lot of modifications on it. I've talked about it before in a previous episode.
Was it the brown one?
No, it was an aqua one.
And
it's a lovely alpaca. And
okay.
Two things come to mind about that. And I was talking to Kendra about it last week or so. We were talking on the phone, and we were talking about how chilly it was, or one thing and another. And I said, I am so stupid because I should pull out my shrug and throw it over me at night, because I don't need it to cover everything. I just need something around me. So
right, your shoulders.
I'm going to pull that one back out for me and not just save it to be wearing it to knitting or whatever. So it was out of an alpaca, a lovely yarn that I got from Annetta a couple of years ago, and I love it. It's so soft and scrumptious. So I decided I wanted to make another one for my daughter-in-law who works in a medical office, and when she goes back to chart, it gets cold, you know, when she's just sitting there. And I thought this would be perfect to throw over her. And I wanted to try the actual yarn it was knit out of. So I ordered off of Amazon 3 skeins. It came in packs of 3.
Oh, okay.
So
is this a Lion brand one?
It is a Lion brand, yeah.
Okay.
It is the Hue Plus Me.
Okay.
And I made it really out of the yarn that it called for. My yarn is called Macchiato.
I like the name.
Yeah, that's the colorway that I used. And I did make some modifications that I put on my project page for this. So you'll link that. Yeah, and I did size 11 needles. There was some mods that one of the gals from Knitting Posse made, and I kind of followed her instructions. I believe it was Kate or Kim, one of the two. So I followed that because I wanted it to be longer. I wanted it to maybe cover her, and she's taller than me as well. Yeah. So, but we, and I did the size 5, which is a 57-inch finished measurement. And I didn't finish when I got all done blocking. Of course, it is machine washable and dryable, so it's not going to suck it up a whole lot. But I thought it looked.
What was this finished measurement? Did it measure out okay?
I did not measure it.
Okay.
I did before. Before it was 48 inches around. And that was before I blocked.
Right, and then you made the fit. See, it blooms when you wash. Yeah.
So I just have a picture post on that. And so I really liked it. So
has she worn it?
Not yet. And I also said to her that if she wanted, I would bring that neck down. You know, if it was too high up.
Oh.
Because it's bottom up.
Oh, okay. So you can just tear that out and do the ribbon.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, and she said no, it was fine as is. So, yeah. So I'm super pleased about that. I think she'll get a lot of wear of that. I will say that by the time, and it was a quick knit. You know, it took me 3 days.
Oh yeah.
To knit it.
Size 11 needle. Yeah. How fun.
And
a quick gift.
And everybody who makes this says basically the same thing, which is nice. Right. I will say that by the time, once I got to the finish, I was ready to be done. Because it's around and around in a size 11. You do some things on it.
Yeah, shaping.
Do some shaping as well. And but still, I was like, I'm ready for this to be done. You know, when you're finishing objects, you're ready to be
But
to be
3
finished.
days, you can't complete.
No, and I knit part. I finished it up for one of the days when we were together for Annette's birthday,
Oh, yeah.
and so
Yeah.
then I could move on to the next thing. So
Right.
that was part of the thing too. So then next up is Color Shift by Karina Spencer. And the color picture, when you see it, is so much cooler. And this is my second one that I have knit for it. And the thing that I love, couple of things I like about this. You change needles as you do it. It's a pay-for pattern. There's a lot of shrugs out there, that we've seen. And I do like this one. It's done, for me, it's done out of fingering weight yarns, 4 fingering weight yarns, and they're all out of PYS. So it gives me a chance to use up some of those.
Yep, Stash Buster.
Stash Buster for sure. And so this one is for my oldest granddaughter. She saw me working on it. And I said, would you love it? All of a sudden when she was younger, it was yellow was her favorite color. And now we're all about teal. Okay.
Because that's Grandma's favorite.
And so I have to say, I like this one better than my first one. My first one, if you remember, was these yellows, and then the last thing was a bright orange.
Yes.
And it was like, I liked it, but I like these gradients better.
And these are your colors.
Yes. But you see how it goes from one to the other. It's 4 yarns.
So here's 1 set, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just love it, So that's my thought on that. And it's great. And you do change your needles. But this is another one of those. Pull 4 skeins, fingering weight out of my PYS, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the needles in my bag that you gave me, so I know that this is for the color shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And I can take this to Iowa when I go with all 4 skeins,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a great project to knit, while I'm sitting there with the kids or whatever at night. So
And it's ribbing.
And it's ribbing, 1 by 1 ribbing.
Yeah.
And I, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So, I used, the yarns I used, the first one was a gray, the first 2 here is a gray speckle. This is a gray in here actually. And I think it was a Leading Man Fiber Arts in the Yarn Hoarder colorway, because it had a little bit of a fleck to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I held along with Dream in Color Smooshy with cashmere. I had
Nice.
Remember my sweater that I knit, the ground pepper number 2, that I had the Sophie scarf that I wore to, okay?
Yes.
That's what's in this with that gray.
Nice.
And
That's
it was
good.
much
I like
brighter. It was much brighter in
the ground pepper.
In the ground pepper, right?
But you put that gray in there with it, and it
yes, right.
brings it down, tones it down.
And so then the next one, the next one you add a third one to, and I added Madlintosh Pashmina Cousteau, which is dark.
Okay.
It's very dark.
Okay.
And then you come down to this next one, and I added Dun Roving Yarns Frolicking Feet, okay, in it.
Uh-huh.
And then finally, then you go back to Frolicking Feet, 2 and 2. So this is 4 skeins, 4 strands. 2 Cousteau, 2 Frolicking Feet.
Oh, I'll be darned. Okay.
So
very cool.
when you're done, there's yarn left when you're done, but it can go into this one can go into my habitation throw that's in.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got
I got
a blue.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got a blue throw thing going.
So that one's done, and I love doing it.
Very good.
I'm not going to start another one right now because I have plenty to keep me busy. What can I say? As you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back up. This one is Inverted Stripes. This is for hospice. This was, I started this in May. So, and this was the porch knitting project for the summer, practically.
Here, we can, well, no,
Yeah,
because
there
you
you
got
go.
white.
There you go.
Here, I can, yeah,
There you
because
go.
we know it's red. Let's just squish that
Yeah.
in a little. There.
This
now we
is
can get it
nice
all in
and
there.
long. So it's one of those for hospice in Peoria. And it's long, so it's going to fit a long ways for somebody.
Right.
A lot of people don't do the long ones or the big ones. They do smaller ones. And I like
Right.
to have a big blanket. So I knit this particular one. Now this is Inverted Stripes.
It's in 60 Quick Baby Knits,
It
isn't it?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quick 60 more quick
baby blankets.
And I bought these books not so much for the baby blankets, but for hospice.
Well,
I like them for hospice.
I've done it for both.
Yeah, because I have, earmarks, several in here. So this one is by Lisa Craig, and a great baby blanket book for sure. The first one and the second one.
Absolutely, either one.
But here's another one. I just think these for hospice too, though.
No, I'm looking to see because it's different weight yarns.
Yes,
see, this goes for the heavier 128 superwash, the 220
superwash.
Yeah, so basically they use anywhere from size 6 needle to size 10. So you can do whatever you want.
And you don't have, if it calls for a bulky, you don't have to do a bulky.
No.
You can do a worsted.
Right.
I happen to have the chunky, right?
Yeah,
and so
because this is Pacific and
yes, it is. Yeah.
Cascade.
Yes, Cascade.
Yeah.
So
this is a veterans one you did.
This is a veterans one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good. I like it. I love it.
That's going to go to hospice at some point in time.
Nice.
Maybe tomorrow or not. But so that was the next one. And then finally, I think this is the final finished object. This is Gramps. This is for my youngest grandson. It's a tin can knits.
It's called Gramps, and it's so cute. Just darling to do.
We talked about this a little bit. This is out of Plymouth Yarns Homestead Tweed. I used 357 yards. I did a size 4 and did it on a size 8 needle. And finally got it all together. There you go. And the shirt, because he was uncooperative about getting measured, I went and bought a 4T, we talked about this before, t-shirt, and I took the measurements off of it. And here you go. So I just love that. This is Gramps.
It's just
tin
darling.
can knits, has the little at the bottom.
And what size is this one? Because I've done
this is
the
size 4.
Okay.
Which is a 2 to 4 year, which is 24-inch chest. And this is a little bit larger yarn, thicker yarn than called for in the pattern, as I recall.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because I know I did it, and I think what I made, what's the smallest?
It said worsted.
Yes.
And this, I believe, is really close to an Aran.
I know I did worsted. I did it years ago.
Yeah.
I did worsted in the same colors.
Right.
And I think mine was blue with the brown pocket. I can't remember. But anyway, I know I did worsted. I think I did Cascade.
Yeah, this is a little bit heavier than that. But
small
I really wanted to kind of do it in that kind of thing.
Yes.
Now, I will say this. We talked about earlier, and because it's a heavier yarn, my buttonholes were a little bit bigger, but it's staying on there just fine.
Yeah, unless it opens up, I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not sewing those up.
Otherwise, I just tack a little tack on the back with the blue.
I doubt that he's ever going to wear it very long.
I hope he does. Like today would be a great day. Short sleeve shirt, a great day to put this on.
And it may be a little bit big for him right now.
And that's okay.
Which he can grow into. And that was the whole intention. So yeah, it was that again. It was a quicker knit than it was a finishing because I had to tack those. It's just sitting down and tacking the pockets down, and I just whip stitched them down and all of that. I did not put the patches on the elbow.
I did not do the patches either. I drew the line.
Totally not doing that.
Yeah,
so
no, I drew the line. Darling, cute.
Anyway, thanks.
But I drew the line at that.
Thanks. So that is my finished objects there. So let's see. You have nothing else?
Okay.
No.
Not finished now.
Okay, so let's talk about whips. Haul your whips.
All right,
haul your whip out.
Yeah. See, you saw my eyes get big when you showed that. So I am 6 rows away from this poor little whip baby sweater being done.
And when's the baby due?
Not due till January. Yeah, and it's a little boy, and so I'll get this sucker done, and I'll make a hat. Show your stitch things. They're hot cocoa. I have to.
Are those fox and pine, or are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fox and pine.
They have the
They're
cute.
not-
They have cute.
They
ones.
have the best, actually.
They do. I agree, and I think
Yeah.
they stay on pretty.
I think they
darn
stay
good.
on real good. And I even put them on the size 9 needles. I know it says it only goes like the 7 or 8. I put it on that pullover sweater. They stayed on.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it just depends on how
Right.
aggressive you are.
Right.
But that pattern is, and I don't think you can get this anymore, is called Basic Raglan Baby Cardigan Sweater.
Who did it?
It is so easy peasy. You know, I don't know. A lady, now this is years ago, a lady on Ravelry, I happened to notice she had this as a finished baby sweater, and I said, oh, and I messaged her, private messaged her on Ravelry, and asked her what it was out of. I'd love to purchase that. Well, at the time, it was out of print, and it's still out of print.
Sure.
And she was kind enough to send me a copy of it.
Right.
And I have you know, coveted it. But it's easy peasy because it's at the top, down, and I did the sleeves in the round, even though it says go back and forth.
Well, it's very reminiscent of, and I have upstairs. Remember those when Knit For Together was in there? They had it has like a peach cover around it and has like a little kid on it. They were basic raglan.
Yes.
It was an 8x10 things, and that very remnant. Cabin Fever, or something like that. I think it was Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever, or I was thinking of that vintage one that you have.
Yes, that as well. But I remember this was a leaflet and had several different ones, and it was easy peasy. And there were ones that back then that could be easily knit up quickly.
Yeah, no, Cabin Fever does have a couple really good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you even still get those?
I don't have to check that out. If you can, I will link that down below because I think it's a super.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
And they were raglan because I made several of them because they were just perfect.
Yeah. Okay, then I forgot. This is only done during the day. Because
I can see why.
It is called the Storm Sweater, and it is by Petite Knit. And you can see this texture really good. And I know we've talked about this. I think I showed it before. This has got Titicaca and Holtz, and this is called Cinnamon. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yep. And Penny's getting the rest of this when I'm done.
This is cool. This is, Petite Knit.
So I will concentrate on this a lot more because I'd really like to wear this. And the pattern shows. I'm thrilled how the pattern shows in that.
too. Look at that.
And actually,
very Gansey-like, yeah. Oh, you got it.
I've got it inside out. There you go. Now you really see it. Yeah, I just looked at it and went, that's inside out. But yeah, so you can really see. I'm enjoying it. I like the M&Ms. I'm an M&M fanatic. I love M&Ms.
That's so cool.
But I'm enjoying it. I like every so often, every few inches, I'm doing a different texture. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are the 4 textures that you do, and then it'll repeat. So
So it's a strand of each.
Yeah, just one strand of each, and you know what? I think I'm on a size 4 needle. Am I not?
I think you are a size 4.
It feels like a 4.
Yeah, it's a size 4.
I can usually pretty well know by the feel of it. But yeah,
fine
so it's
yarn.
It is. Yeah.
But it's beautiful. And it's darker than I thought it was. You put the two together.
Well, I've got the two together. So the Titicaca is just as dark. Where is little Titicaca? Well, I know I didn't need a new Titicaca. But anyway, somewhere in the, that's why, because it's so little left. I'm going to have to get another ball out. So I'm still on the first ball.
What size are you making?
I am making, now this is, I had to go down, and you have to purchase the pattern. I had
Oh, that's right. That's
to
right.
go down to a child size.
That's right. I remember the conversation just as soon as I said that. So,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
normally, what size would you make in an adult? What's the bust
In an
measurement?
adult, I'm a 35. I usually do about a 38, 39.
Okay.
And that's ample room for me. And I think this one is going to be like a 40 or
Okay.
41
Okay.
when it
Right.
blows up, you know.
Yeah. Once you block it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
once
you
I
had-
block it.
So you went back and bought the child
Child
size because
size.
so that you could get
Wait.
the thing because it is oversized.
It is. And she is such a petite little thing.
But she likes them big as well,
She
you
does.
know. And I don't need any more stuff.
bulk.
Yes, I got the bulk already.
I think so this is a size 10, 11 in a child.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably, the 11, 12 would probably have been better. I'm going to have to probably just go a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
which is a 37 3/4.
right, 37 3/4. And I had started out with hers, the smallest size. And it was going to be like a 40 something
Yeah, there's no way.
finished. And I thought, I don't need all that ease. I never
Right,
need all that
right.
ease.
Mhm.
So my own fault. I should have gone up one size more, but I don't think it's gonna.
I don't think you're good. Yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna need it. I think this
No.
is gonna end up being just fine because I think it's gonna end up being,
yeah. Mhm.
you know, and
So are you nearing the end?
well, not for me.
Okay.
This is a child.
How long are you? So how?
I have to. I looked
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
adult one
right.
on her and dad. So I just
And
have,
you bought both patterns.
and I have both patterns. I bought them both, so no problem. And it's the same pattern, actually. I
Mhm.
double checked because I thought, well, if she has some different texture pattern in there for adults than the
Right.
kid, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. So I've got to just repeat these one more time, and it should be
Right.
down to the ribbing.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
it looked like she repeated everything twice
Okay.
for her father
Mm-hmm.
and for her.
Okay.
So I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm restarting
Mhm.
this one.
Right.
So yeah, I
Cool.
am gonna get busy doing this. I do have a sad story I need to tell. I'm really kind of aggravated. Where's my? So I had 2 other finished objects.
Mm-hmm.
They are my niece had twins back in April.
Okay.
And so for the twins, I made them each a hat. And I took it, you know, if you know how to work your phone, it works just fine.
Well, sometimes it has a mind of its own.
And I took it to the post office the 25th. They were going to be delivered the 27th.
Right.
It was very cold here on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Crabby.
I wanted them there for Halloween so they'd have it to wear. So this is the little boy one with the choo-choo trains on it. The blue is blown up, but it was done with Cascade Cherub yarn
Mm-hmm.
for him. And then this, if I click on it, I think you get both pictures. I'm not sure. Maybe not. This is the little girl one with the roses on it. And then
Okay.
it has a scallop, if you can see it, it has a scallop bottom.
Oh yeah,
to
there you
it.
go. There
yeah.
you
Yeah, I can't get my second picture to come. But I took him, oh, there we go.
go. Pop that larger there. See if you can do that.
She's so much smarter than I.
No.
Just so much smarter than I. But anyway, it just kind of blows up. You
Yeah.
can't get it.
No.
It's a light pink. But anyway, and then that's Cascade Superwash, Cascade 20 Superwash. Well, I went and mailed them, and kept asking my niece, "Did you get a surprise
Oh my
package?" And she
gosh.
said no. So I finally called the post office because it's a little bitty one by my house.
Right. You have a small one.
And it's no big deal. The lady helped me pack it. I mean, she crammed it into this priority mail thing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, needless to say, it's lost in the mail. it went out to Champaign.
Oh, for crying out loud,
And
which is
it's-
2 hours away.
And it's stuck in their distribution center. And now I'm going to have to file a claim on it.
Oh, geez.
I mean, it's automatically insured for $100, which
But the thing,
it's priceless because
It's
I did
priceless,
it.
yeah.
And it was for the kids.
and
Now I'm mad.
and that's when I send out bags and prizes. I send them out priority, 2 days, 3 days tops.
Right.
Take them down and I throw them in the bin. And I it's a little. I think it probably a little bit more expensive. I don't know but it's so easy to pop them in the envelope that they provide for you, and I don't have to find a box, do all that stuff.
Right.
And I've never,
Knock on wood.
knock on wood, I never I've never had one not show up. At least nobody has ever said to me, hey, Penny, by the way, I never got the bag. My assumption is always that they have made their way. Usually people let me know that, hey, I got the thing, whatever. But
This is the first time
That
in all the
surprises me.
years I have used that little post office. It is the first time. I've had one other time where the post office, and it was mailed from downtown, and they broke.
yes,
Like they
right.
threw the box, and it
Right.
had a heavy sewing machine on it, and they threw the box, and it got damaged, to
yeah.
the person that it went to.
Yeah.
And we had to deal with that. But
Yeah.
other than that, they have always gotten there, and I'm really disappointed.
Yeah,
with
that's
this,
it.
'cause
Yeah.
Do I want to redo them?
I would
No.
not. I'd wait.
So we'll
maybe it'll
file a
come-
claim.
Yeah, file a claim and see if it doesn't. All right, note to self. Is $100 the limit on those? I can't remember. Maybe you can't.
It's automatically. It used to be 50. I don't know why it went to 100,
Yeah.
but yeah. And
If you
it's
can
not
insure for
even-
more without paying for it, do it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's
But,
weird. That's
you know,
very. That's sad. Yes.
It's very sad
I've
because it's
never-
more the enjoyment I was going to see them
Right,
wear.
And I've never had a problem. I did have a problem last Christmas with a package, it's a long story, but anyway, ended up finally, just as I ordered it from somewhere else, it came, and it's just a mess. But anyway, that was the only time and it was for books for Madeline, and I was like, and they were hard to get books. They were hard to get books. But
Yeah.
finally worked it all out, one thing and another. But yeah, I've never really had
Yeah.
any issues with it. So.
No, but that is all.
No whips? Any other whips?
All my whips. I'll be
Okay.
working a lot on that brown one.
Okay.
And I'll have to I can't take that out in public.
No, exactly.
So I'll have to find something else to start. Oh my
Okay.
God, something else to start.
So I have some sweater whips now.
Probably 30 upstairs, but we won't
no,
talk
I
about
have
those.
3. There's a method to this madness, okay? I have 3 sweater whips because I want to knit on all of them. But this is how the brain thinks, okay? The first one is from 52 weeks. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
This particular
Is
one,
it this one?
no. I have a picture in here. There's a
Oh,
thing
okay.
too.
Okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
so there's a method.
Okay.
This is my sweater that I knit on down at Fiber Universe because I bought the yarn there, okay? It's called Comfy by Paula Pereira.
And it's all rib.
It's all rib. It's a long-term project. I'm doing it out of Malabrigo Rios in Frank Okra and I think Hollyhock
With Harry Potter.
with Harry Potter. And then those were the pearl and whatever, peanut and pine, pearl and pine.
Font's implying, isn't it?
Or something. So anyway, this is my project that I mostly knit on down at the yarn shop. But
Right.
I have to go on the yoke till 8 1/4 inches from here to there. And I'm like, so I'm kind of trying to get it to that point so I can split for the sleeves.
Oh, okay.
So, but mainly this goes with me to the shop so that I can knit on it. And that just is a good representation of the color.
I like the pop of pink in there
Yeah,
too.
I do too. And it will have it at the sleeves and at the waist as well.
I like that.
So that is my is sweater whip number 1. And you know,
And more power to you for all that ribbing because
yeah.
I personally would not. I would be too bored. I'm patient, but I don't think I'm that patient.
surprisingly enough, it's not been bad to tell you the
Okay.
truth because every other row is something different. So
I was
you
gonna
know,
say you have to.
it's
Something's
you have to
keeping your
pay
interest.
attention.
Right.
And so I'm liking it. I'm loving it. And right now I'm doing the PJ Knits sweater project. And if you've watched before, then you know that I'm always trying to do ahead of the season. And so right now, as I said before, you would think that I should have all my winter sweaters done now. But the thing is, here in Illinois, winter can go till May.
It can start in October.
Yeah. I've already got a plan for the first of the year because I'm going to go to Florida, and we'll talk about that in future episodes. So I already have plans for knitting down there and all of that. So that's when I'll really start my spring, summer sweaters. So it's okay, and I'm not super apologetic about it.
That's where I'm taking my linen quill.
Yes,
It's down to Florida.
So I'm working on sweaters for winter right now. And so then the next one, this one is it's been on the needles for a while. I put it away last year. This is called Sea Salt. And this one I want to have done to take to Florida. And the whole thing behind it
It's Floridian.
is, look at her. She's walking on the beach, right, in this sweater. And where we're going, Destin, will be a little cool. So I definitely think I can wear this on the beach. And the picture behind it here, I think, also gives you
a better view.
This is a Laura Ayler pattern. I talked about it before, right?
And you're doing it out of the yarn she called for.
I am. It is, and it's called Sea Salt. It's Madeline Tosh. And it's a very unique construction. That's what I am loving about it. Now, this is take 2 because the first take, if you remember way back when, the arm was way too tight. And so I went. And I
Did you go up a size?
Went up a size, went up needle sizes.
Yeah.
So this has
that's the sleeve.
That's the sleeve. And it's actually the right sleeve. So
and then don't you go right
across?
Yeah, and then you come all the way over here, and then they're going to come back and pick this up. Yes.
So it's very
cool.
It's so cool, and now that I like the feel of this as well. So this is
because it's not as tight.
No,
it was pretty tight.
It was too tight. It was sausage casing on the arm.
Yeah, and
little M&Ms. Yeah. So this is the plan. This is one of my sweater rips number 2. Now this particular one is housed downstairs here.
So when you go down to do laundry?
No, here on the main floor.
Oh, main floor. Okay.
When I go, I come right back up. But anyway, so this
I thought you hung out sometimes down there.
Not anymore.
Oh.
So this is an appropriate bag, right?
Yes,
from Molly
beach
Klein.
one.
Yeah. So a couple of years ago from Molly Klein Design. And so this one stays on the main level next to my chair. So at night when I'm sitting there, I must work on it.
Okay. So do you just try to, how much time do you allow? Like, do you give yourself like an hour?
No, I never.
To work on it, or just 1 hour? Okay.
No, when I'm sitting there on the main level now, unless I get a bird to work on my comfy one, the other one, to get it further along. But I've been working on that one now because I want to.
You want to get it going and done.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the last whip, this one is housed upstairs so that when I am upstairs knitting, like maybe on a Zoom or like, what if I want to get warm or if I'm, just want to sit upstairs instead of on the main level. This one is Petite Knit April Cardigan.
Oh, yes.
And I have vacillated so much over which pattern I wanted to do. I bought the yarn at Sandra Yarn.
In Montreal?
At Knit City, yeah. And I finally decided April is the cardigan.
Good.
And so this is...
you just started.
I just started, yeah. This is Sandra Yarn Muse and Haze in the Parade colorway.
It's really a pretty color.
Yes. Oh, and it's soft and it's lovely.
It's very soft. This is going to be great
isn't
to wear.
Isn't it? So, and I have my little Santa. These I got
Snoopy.
from Kendra yesterday.
Oh, yes.
And then that was from Anastasia a couple of years ago. So.
Okay. Very cute.
So that is kind of
the upstairs baby.
The upstairs baby, yeah. And so and then I go back and when we bought the yarn, I got a bag from them. They gave me a bag. So anyway, that is
I'll throw it in there.
we'll just plop
Okay,
it there.
plop it
That
there,
is my
okay.
sweater project. So there's a method to my madness that I have sweaters to knit on 3 different places. Yeah, I could take one downstairs. but
Every
for the moment-
level you've got something. Well,
Yeah,
don't you have your crochet
I-
blanket down there?
I did, but I brought it back upstairs
Okay.
because when I do laundry, because I don't do a whole lot of laundry,
Right.
it's up and down, you know, and I wanted, you know, like I have Christmas presents I started taking down, so I'll wrap those, or I have a quilt that I want to make or whatever, you know. So I don't really have a yarn project on that bottom floor.
Okay.
But so anyway, that's
I have socks I keep in the back of the car,
Right.
you know, in
Right.
a little pocket thing. But yeah, I know.
right.
You know me, I'm one project at a time. So I mean, to have 2 going, woohoo!
Right, exactly. I need that bamboo bag back that you made for me. Yeah, I need that for
The
upcoming,
cork.
something upcoming. So,
Cork bag.
so let's do on my list here mail call. Did you buy anything?
Let's see, what did I buy? Well, and I have some stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, these are so freaking
Are
cute.
they just
They
darling?
were flashing me in your storm thing.
Well, I'm afraid one of them might disappear.
Would that not look lovely in that yarn that I got yesterday from Becky, that her leftovers? I don't know
I
that it's
didn't-
down
where
here.
is-
It's upstairs.
oh.
Would that
We'll
not
have to look. I don't know.
blend well?
This is from Yarn Bowler. Now,
Oh,
this one
she's
sparkles
so
a
cool.
lot more than this one.
But it's
I'm
very,
hoping-
very subtle.
I know this
Are
matches.
these going on the girls' hats?
This is going on. This is Morgan's,
Oh.
and this is Amelia, and I'm gonna make him a hat. Now, here's the other thing. I might have to buy some sequin yarn to mix with this, and then wouldn't they just sparkle
Oh,
like
you have
nobody's
to do
business?
that, and you know.
Remind me Friday,
Because there are some,
we're having
right?
that sale,
Right.
Yeah, and there's some down on the bottom. Yes, and I
Yes.
forgot about it yesterday.
Remember me buying the 2 grays from her, a gray and other color for the Death Star that has that sparkle running through it.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, she's got some with little bitty sequins.
You could throw, yes.
And I could do a sequin thing
Oh
and
my
make that
gosh,
a darling hat.
yes.
So yeah, this one doesn't sparkle because it's got as much. It's got the pink. You
Because,
can
yeah,
see
pink
it
on pink.
matches.
But still, when you
yeah,
go like that
the
and then the
light
light,
and
it'll be
stuff.
fantastic. Yes.
So I bought those for the girls. They know about that. I bought. So there was a shop in Indiana when we were there that was going out of business. Black Sheep.
Oh yes.
So I bought Baby Blossom Chunky in 2 different colors.
Oh my! These are cool, newer colors than back in the day when we had the pinks and the blue and the yellow. There was
Yes.
just those 3, I think.
And these either stripe
right.
or they have like a little flower or it makes
Mhm,
something.
mhm.
So there's a baby poncho, and it's not even a baby poncho because it goes up to, I don't know, a year or more.
Right.
They have a cardigan that I did. I brought that purple cardigan. This can be done out of that cardigan,
Certainly.
and it will do its self thing. Yep. There's baby blanket.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you look so smart, like you.
oh yeah, like you really went to a lot of trouble.
Oh, you are
And
such
all
a
we-
good knitter.
Yeah, and oh, look at that design you put in there.
You're an
Why,
expert, aren't
thank
you?
you. So yeah, so I have 2 skeins of this and 2 skeins of this. This I just couldn't leave because
No.
2 skeins of white and 2
Uptown.
skeins Uptown Worsted. It's anti-pilling.
There
It
you go.
says so. Says so somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Anti-pilling. Mm-hmm.
Says so right there. Anti-pilling,
Mhm,
washable, dryable, great for anybody's. Very reasonable. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's $6 normal. Very
Mhm.
soft. I mean, I got it
Right.
for like 4. I mean, I had 30% off, whatever, or 40%. But
Right.
anyway, so we got this as the going out of business sale. So I did do that. And then from Yarn Bowler,
You've just been a crazy woman.
I didn't buy anything since July, and now all of a sudden I've gone cuckoo. These make baby booties. So there's 2 little pom-poms
Oh, yes,
there, and the
yes.
directions are on the back, and they just snap on. These are so darling. I made a pair in a coral salmon-y color, and they're just darling, darling, darling. One itty bitty skein will get you a set of booties, and I thought, this way I have those. Then these poor little babies haven't been opened either. These are also, I mean, if you're gonna order, you better make it a good one, so you, the shipping and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
These, I have always wanted to make like a little garland of mini sweaters,
Yeah,
you
sure,
know, mini hats. But these are itty bitty, and
yes.
I thought even on baby hats.
Yes.
Yeah, no. These are little bitty baby
Those
pom-poms. Aren't they cute? So it came in a package of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors.
Now, did you order those directly from Yarn Bowler? Or did
I
you do
did.
that? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I ordered them directly from Yarn Bowler. You can do whatever you want. You can put them on a package.
Yeah.
Our friend Victoria loves to wrap.
Oh yes, she's a wonderful
She's
rapper.
a wonderful rapper. Yep. We won't discuss. Some days I do. I like to wrap Christmas presents.
I hate to wrap.
I don't mind wrapping. I'd rather make Christmas presents pretty.
Yeah.
Other than that, then forget what else. I just throw it in the bag. Okay. Now, I do have another thing. Look at me go. This all came. So, I am going to do, I'll let you show that while I get the pattern out.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is Spincycle yarn, and I am going to make Hohi's new sweater, stripy unicorn. And I did buy the yarn it called for. Now, I do have to get that latte color, which I want to talk to you about that. But anyway, so this is stripy unicorn, and it is done with that yarn. And then there's another yarn you can see up here.
Yeah, it's called Latte.
It's called Latte. So we were having the great debate whether it was like a pale gray or a
finally went very pale,
color.
pale brown, pale
And she
brown.
thought it brown.
Because
So
latte, because it's coffee and cream.
So I'm anxious to order it and see what happens. And that's put out by Julie Aslin. But this is what's supposed to happen with this. So I'm guessing
cool.
without reading
every other
it.
row.
Every other row I use.
It's going to be so cool.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Even my husband thought it was cool looking.
I can't wait. I can't wait to.
So that will probably be my next project I do, because it's something I can do down at the knit shop.
Oh, sure, for sure.
But I want to get that other color, obviously, first.
Right, exactly.
And then, sorry. And then, and I know I ordered one skein more than I needed, but that's okay.
Well,
I
then
I have it with extra long arms and body. And then, of course, this is my Cocoa Knits holder with all the goodies. It's okay.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm the one talking. You're interrupting. Excuse
I'm so sorry.
me.
I'm so rude. How rude.
How rude. Okay, now, I did buy myself something. You like this blue?
I do. Oh my God. This is
not for you, though.
No,
it was too late. I already bought your present.
No, I was saying, this is like your color for the fall. You bought.
What? Yeah.
Okay. 2 yarns in royal blue, and now
I was
this.
trying not to get red, gray, black, and pink.
Well,
I do that quite frequently.
Which is cool. Which is so
and
cool.
purple. So, anyway, look at this. Take this off.
Okay. Plans for the day:
Coffee
yarn,
and wine.
or it could be a chai or a tea. Yeah.
But isn't that cute?
It's cute. That's cute.
I have wanted this forever. I have seen this for I don't know how many years. Ordered it off Amazon, said, that's it, I'm done. I'm wearing this sucker.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was darling, and I have wanted it for a long time, so I bought myself a present.
That's cool.
Yep, I think that's it. I'm good. That's what I'm going to be making.
What's this?
That's for you. This is a shawl I made that I am gifting to my friend who loves.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, is
this
that lovely
color.
colors? Lovely.
And it's got beads on it and everything.
Holy moly, thank you.
You are
oh my
welcome.
gosh.
So yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
So, mail call. I just want to say this. I got the loveliest gift, and I am using it. This came from Teresa and Patsy. They were at a retreat somewhere. This was on a table, a gifty table, and they thought of me right away. Thank you, Teresa and Patsy.
Oh, I wondered where that came from.
And so I'm using it in my little handy dandy bag. And
Oh,
holding my yarn,
darling.
which is coming in so handy because I just feed that up through there. So thank you, ladies, so
Oh,
much.
very
Yes,
cute.
I'm going to use this all the time. I do appreciate you thinking of me. It's just super, super fun. So
Very cute.
I wanted to shout out with that. And this was another gifty present here from Kendra yesterday. And it's my little progress keeper. And of course, I would put it right where the
I was
thing
going to
is.
say, do you need to knit a little further?
Okay,
Wait a minute.
I hold you flip back. It says, I choose joy. So it's on this. I choose joy today. I choose joy. Today,
There.
I choose joy.
There
you
we go, right there.
So it's at my progress keeper for my comfy. And that was one of my gifties.
Double check this and make sure.
Yeah.
Nope, they're on. Okay.
So that was one of my gifties. I got some really.
Yeah, you got
neat
some
things,
really
but,
cute things.
We're at 1 hour, so I'm saving.
Oh, my.
I'm saving that for. I'll save those for next time after my birthday comes and goes. So that was one, and then my next one. I broke down, and I wasn't going to get the latest edition, Volume 9 of Shetland Wool Week. But-
This is what I wanted to see because I wanted that.
But
yeah.
I had to do it. And so this is kind of in conjunction with kind of the next thing I want to talk about after this. But anyway, here it is. And this sweater, had me. But
That's what had me. When I
Yeah.
saw that, I said, oh, I got to have
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
so that
wanna
was
see what
kind
else
of
is
like
in there.
in my brain. But here she is. And you know, if you've watched before, Shetland's in my bucket list, guys,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And I'm even thinking 2025-ish, kind of thinking some sort of trip there.
Mm-hmm.
But so, and I like this because it's also reading material. I read stuff. It's about Shetland, and I follow everything I can on Shetland. So. I really want to go there sometime. So, kind of like a segue, on January 1st, we're going to do Hap-A-Long. We're going to start a Hap-A-Long.
Oh, yes.
And I'm not sure if it'll go 6 months or a year, but we're going to cast on the 1st of January. In the next episode, I'm going to talk all about it, even more than right now. But so we're going to be doing that come the 1st of January. Maybe do a little Zoom on the 1st of January,
Oh,
6
that would be
o'clock
good.
in the
Sure.
night when everybody's wants to just cast on or whatever. But so there'll be more information about that. And just, I just wanted to talk a little bit about here to kind of get you prepped. Next time we'll talk about patterns and yarns. I'll show you what I'm kind of thinking about. But one of the things is, if I didn't knit that cover sweater, I also was thinking about those colorways for a Hap. And I have yarn for a second Hap, but I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. So I get a lot of inspiration from pictures. So anyway, that'll be in the next episode. But because Debbie was coming today, I wanted her to bring her Hap and my Hap that we knit some time ago. The yarn is no longer available, but the Hap was designed by Denise Bell of Lost City Knits, and it comes out of the Ultima Thule book. And Denise is a friend, and
Hi, Denise.
and a watcher, and I love her yarns. And
It's
this
really nice.
this was nice. No longer being dyed, but I still have some colors left that my next hat may be out of. So
Well, and I still have half of all these
Yeah. that may be incorporated into
Yeah.
something. So
yeah.
the Hap is Lerwick Harbour Hap, and Lerwick is the capital, I do believe, of Shetland. And you can knit this one in a full hap or a half hap. I do believe you can still buy the book, and I will link that down below from Lost City Knits or on Ravelry. But there's also a half. You can do the half or the full half.
Do you have? We did full.
We did full.
Do you have a picture of the half?
And
I mean, I'm sure you can imagine it's just half of what we did.
It's just a half of what we did, right? Yeah.
Because we did the full square.
Yeah. And here's, I think that's the half. And then there's a full. And you bought the kit at Stitches Midwest, right?
Right, I did. I bought the kit because I really love these fall colors. Just love them. And I said, oh, just get it. Then I don't have, there's less thinking.
And this is exact one that's in the book as well. And it's a square shawl. It's in, very keeping center out.
Yeah, you can tell I had it folded.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's a lovely little cable that went through it. So this pattern's still available. And again, we'll talk yarns and everything more next time. I'll do a full episode of that. And then this was mine, same yarn, only I chose my colors.
Right. You went to the penny colors.
Well, I went to the penny colors, part of it, but really, as I do, because I'm not a super good color person by any means. In the book,
I love to choose colors, but when I see them, I want that color. That
was my thought process of the rope. And Chris, Denise's husband, did all of the photos in here, and there's some stories as well, okay, when he was over there. And that was really my inspiration picture of where I wanted to go with my shawl, was seeing those rope pictures, and then I added the purple into it. So that's where I got my inspiration in. And this is, it's lovely.
It is. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So definitely other yarns that you can use for that.
Yeah, if you can bust your stash, do it.
Yeah. Or, we'll talk about some Shetland stuff or whatever. And at the time, I did not have enough of the teal, and Denise brought to camp a couple of different ones, and we finally got something that was close so that you can't really tell when we did the border.
And it starts in the middle. Yeah. Starts at the square. Yeah, and then goes out. Yeah. And I remember when we were both binding off.
Well, it was
a long time to bind those off.
And kind of probably.
And it was interesting, with the.
It was not it wasn't my first hap. I did do one for Madeline when she was born. I'll talk about that at another time as well.
It was my first hap.
Yeah. And I just love it. This is very reminiscent. I've talked about the half and half wrap as well because it makes dual duty. And and again, the thing is you can do this you can make the half, or you can not.
Well, that's how you wear it.
You could go like that, or you can use it as a blanket,
right. Otherwise,
pillow or whatever. So
otherwise, yes, you have to fold it in half, or somewhat in half, in order to wear it.
Exactly,
because you can't wear the square, right?
So there you go. But I'm really super excited, and I hope that some of you will join us in the Hap-A-Long for at least the first half of the year. Just depends on how people are going, and if you want a new experience. I will say Denise also offers a Hap class on her website, and she's a phenomenal teacher. She's a lace expert, and so you will get a lot of good information from her if you decide to take her Hap class. I just can't say enough about her, and so please search her out if that's something that you might be inclined to do. No sponsorship here. I love her and Chris to death. Super sweet people, and kind and all of that. So anyway, friends. Yeah, there you go. So that's what's coming up in the next episode. We'll talk about the Hap-A-Long. I have some ideas for some things that I want to do in December. We'll talk about that, and then I'll show you some birthday gifts, yarny gifts that I got. So we are still doing our Zoom on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock for most of November. First week in December I'll be gone, but for most of Saturday nights. It starts at 6 p.m. Illinois time. And if you can't make it wide at 6, come on in later. We're on there till like 8:30ish, 8:45, 9 o'clock. So
Nice.
it's a great group of knitters, and again, we talk about everything. I have learned so much, and we go different directions on things. We talk about all kinds of stuff. So, and we're from all over the world as well. So anyway, that's what's going on. Let's see. On Instagram, I am PJ Knits. On Ravelry, PJ Knits 1. Our group on Ravelry is PJ Knits, and I have a blog, www.pjknits.blogspot.com, where I talk about a lot of things. So anyway, that's all I've got.
And that's all I've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thanks for coming by.
Well, thanks for the invite. I love it.
Thanks for the shawl.
Oh, sure. I mean, shawl for beverage. I'm good.
Yeah, well,
No.
that's cool. So anyway, till next time, have
Yeah.
a great a couple of weeks. Be back in a couple of weeks.
Enjoy this day.
Before Thanksgiving here, and hopefully
Yeah.
enjoy the. I hope your weather is as nice as ours
ours,
is right now, because I can't complain.
Mm-mm.
Leaves are still on the trees, so I haven't had to call the guy to take care of them yet. Anyway, so
Yep.
have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much for coming back each time. I appreciate it so much. And comment below if you have something you want to talk about or whatever. Bye.